Hi, Daisy, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Hi, I'm Ben. It's nice to formally meet you instead of, just seeing your name.
You
How
as
you
well.
feeling today? Oh, thank you.
I'm okay.
I'll take it. I'll take okay. So I just want to say a couple things just before we get started. I'm just going to ask you some pretty non-invasive questions, just to try and get a feel for how you're doing, where you're at. I want to try and get on the same page as you, as much as I can. And if at any point you're feeling uncomfortable or anything, just let me know. I want to make sure that you know that like your safety, your comfort is at the top of my priority list here. So if at any point you ever need to step away, you need to tell me, hey, I don't want to answer that. You don't even have to say I don't want to answer that. You can just shake your head no, that's fine. If you're ever feeling uncomfortable and you want to voice that, by all means, go ahead. I just want to make sure that you know I'm here to help you, whatever that looks like for you. The session is for you, so take from it whatever you need, however that looks like for you. And if you ever have any questions for me, you can always feel free to ask. And it's perfectly comfortable to, be nervous talking about some of this stuff. I know I would be too. It's perfectly fine. So don't worry about any of that. And I'll try and make sure that I'm upfront and honest with you as much as I can be as well. All right. So with that being said, I'll start off just asking you what brings you here today? What are the main challenges you feel like you've been dealing with lately?
Yeah, I think really the biggest thing is I just feel like I'm stuck in the past. I'm remarried. I've been married for almost 4 years, but my first marriage it was just, I feel like I'm just not free from it. Um, there's a lot of things that come up now in my marriage where I am safe and respected now, but I just can't convince my body sometimes that that's the fact that that I'm safe. I'm just waiting for something to happen. I can be jumpy. I don't know. I don't always sleep great, and I just feel like I'm anxious all the time. I always feel like my shoulders are just knotted up.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like it's all kind of feeding into each other there.
Hmm. Yeah,
So you
yeah.
say, oh, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
No, no. I was just gonna say, like, I don't know. I feel like people don't always really understand, because I can look like I'm fine on the outside and everything looks okay, but it's a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like inside like something's quite right.
Hmm.
So can I ask about how long have you noticed that this has been going on?
Well, I mean, I guess a really long time. It it's been I mean, I was married for 10 years before. I have 3 kids with my ex-husband, and it was just one of those relationships where I was just always walking on eggshells. Wondering what was going to set him off, trying to kind of shield the kids from it. It took a lot of like always having to, read the room and um I don't know, just I guess kind of paint a picture to everybody else that everything was okay. And um I don't know. I finally got brave enough to leave him, and it's upsetting that I still have to like live with the side effects of, you know, really what he did to me. Um just how he treated me, how he made me feel. He was a heavy drinker too. So, one of the things that's like, I hear like a can open. It could just be like, one of the
Hmm.
kids opening a soda, and it's like just that sound just sends, like makes my chest feel heavy.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot that you've been carrying there for sure. It sounds exhausting to have to put on that mask, all the time. I,
Yeah.
I appreciate you being willing to share that. And I'm sure that wasn't. I know it's not always easy to talk about these things, so I appreciate your honesty for sure. I mean, I want to say that it definitely shows a lot of, strength on your part for sure. And I would just meet him, but definitely want to point that out when I'm seeing it. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, thank you.
How do you feel about having shared that?
I don't know. I've talked about it, a lot more. Like my husband now is really, supportive and understanding, but like it sucks to make him feel sometimes like, he's done nothing wrong, but like when I get, you know, anxious or jumpy or like, he has to deal with, the side effects of a previous marriage, and it just, that
Mhm.
doesn't feel fair to him.
Yeah, and it's a very common thought process to have. You don't want to burden people. But I'm sure you'll hear me say this again. I'll tell you right now, you're not a burden. I don't think anyone, especially your husband, feels burdened by you.
Yeah, it's hard. All the things I was told, it's hard to like get back that sense of worth, when you're
Absolutely.
just dragged through the mud every day and told you're nothing, and.
Do you feel like you can go to your husband for support right now, or to your kids, or to a friend, or anybody?
Yeah, really, my husband really, he's super supportive. He's like the most patient man I've ever met. So I'm really grateful for him. Um, yeah, I definitely feel safe with him, and like I said, I can dump it on him, but sometimes I'm like, geez, I don't want to keep dumping it on him. I've never been to therapy, so it's definitely weird for me to talk about it with somebody else, but I also just don't feel like I want to just keep using my husband as a therapist.
Mhm.
I kind of want to put some of this behind me.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You want to try and move forward for
Yeah.
sure. So, can I ask then, what would you say is your goal if you had to articulate it, being in therapy?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just want to be not as like jumpy. I don't know. Like I guess really it's like the feeling of like being anxious, like getting up in the middle of the night and having racing thoughts. And I don't know, I just feel like, it's dumb, but one of the things that my ex-husband used to do is like if dinner wasn't like if it didn't like look perfect even, like he would have these outbursts and he would like, he would throw the plate and be like, make me something else or, whatever. Um so like even if like I'm cooking and, I mess something up, I burn one side of it, like even though I
Yeah.
know my husband will literally eat anything I make him now, but like I still feel like, oh my God, like, I feel that panic well up inside of me. And so it's like those times, it's like I want to just know that I can like burn one side of a grilled cheese and like I don't have to freak out
Hmm.
internally.
Yeah, you want some assurance. It sounds
Mhm.
like it makes a lot of sense. Thank you for letting me get to know you a little bit today.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening.
Do you feel like there's anything you need to say or ask before we go?
No, I don't think so. I
Okay,
think
well,
it's,
thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
yeah, thank you.
And hopefully we can meet again same time next week.
Sounds good.
All right, well, thank you, Daisy. Have a good rest of your day, okay?
You too.